Okay, so hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. Today, once again, we are gonna talk about how gold and other forex pair uh, is currently doing, right? So before getting into the stream, let me just post in our community that we are live for today's session. All right. All right, so let's begin. Right now I'm looking into gold chart, and I guess few minutes back there was a fundamental news that was released. Let me just quickly show. All right, so where was it? Yeah, so it was this one. Final GDP and unemployment claims, which had turned to be positive. So as I was telling everyone that in US fundamental news, if the particular fundamental news is positive, then we'll definitely expect gold to fall, and that's what we are looking into. Right, and let's mark some key zones for today. So this is a good support zone for us. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it looks like price reacted from this key Fibonacci news, right? Fibonacci level. And we have another fundamental news, which is existing home sales exactly at 7:30, and which is also our New York open, right? New York open session, so which is going to be highly volatile. And if I show you our volume indicator, we are seeing significant sellers, and all those buyers that were previously present were all taken out. So right now sellers are in control. We are seeing aggressive selling in the market, right? The news is positive, right? So we don't want to trade against the news, right? The news is telling us that yeah, market would continue lower. Okay, let me just, where was it? Oops. Let's look into crypto chart. Okay, so Bitcoin is currently doing a sideways pattern, right? So it's heavily reacting from both resistance as well as support, and looks like market is again retesting this whole support zone, right? and if it breaks below that, Bitcoin would surely continue lower, and price may reach to our 107 to 105 zone. And looks like market might be targeting all those trendline liquidity, all those liquidity lying below, right? And let's look into Ethereum. Ethereum is currently dumping, and our next key zone would be this demand zone, right? If price reach to this particular point of interest, we would definitely look for buy setups. But till then, our bias for Ethereum is bearish, right? And also we are seeing support right here, where market is currently tapped into and reacting from. Okay, this is what I was telling everyone, that we don't want to trade against the news, right? The news was positive, and yeah, right now it's invalidating all those technical levels, right? So let the market cool down. If price again reaches to this zone where support is present, we would definitely look for quick buy trades. And what can today's New York session could do is that take out previous NY low, which is 3717. There is a potential, and as a market structure, this might be a pullback and impulsive. It can be now a strong impulsive move to the downside, breaking this low, right? As you can see, if you consider this, let me just mark, if you consider this as an impulsive move, right, the market should give us a 50% retracement and an impulsive move to the upside, but it failed to do so, right? So it has changed its market structure. Now it's currently in a bearish tone, right? And taking all today's London lows, as you can see, London lows and Asia lows. So this right here would be Asia low. So we'll definitely look for quick buy trade, right? Keeping our stop loss below this support, we might find a good trade opportunity. So let me just post that. 4 pip stop loss. Okay, targeting this side. All right, let me just post that. If market gives us a sweep, then definitely market would give us a quick upside reaction, right? We might even keep this trade in 1:1 risk ratio. It's up to you. Or you can target 1:2, and you can book partial at 1:1, so that your profit is secured, right? So this is our buy level. If New York swept this Asia low, where you can see lot of buyers were previously here in our volume indicator, and right now market is heavily reacting from, but I think market could sweep those low, right? I don't want to take a trade here because New York could sweep today's Asia low, and it might hit our SL. And we are seeing lot of sellers stepping in exactly at this zone. And also we have another fundamental news lying at 7:30 IST. This one is highly impactful news, so let's see. Let's find some other trades in our different pairs. CHF against JPY. Oh, look at GBP USD. Okay, yesterday market tapped into our zone, and looks like market reached at this particular highest level, which was 1.3467, right? After that it invalidated this demand zone. Looks like in comparison of GBP against USD, looks like US dollar is stronger, and that's why we are seeing GBP currently falling. Look at the dump. We're still seeing lot of buying at this level, so I think market is gonna take those out too, potentially. So if I want to take a short trade, I would definitely look for short at this zone if market reaches to this. If market if price doesn't returns to this zone, if it goes below, we would look for buy. If it comes above, we'll take a short trade. What was the indicator? Yep. So we are seeing lot of volume at this zone right here. All those sellers. So this indicator shows us the volume, right, where most of those transactions are happening, and we are seeing a lot of transactions are happening right here, right. Whenever price reach to this point, we're again seeing a selling pressure. And if I talk about previous New York session, we are seeing very low volume presence, so I don't think market would again give us a dump. So what might happen is that sweep today's Asia low and a strong momentum to the upside, right? That's what I'm looking into. Let's keep our charts clean. You're seeing significant buyers stepping in from below too, right? Because prices reach into our demand zone, where market give us a structure break, a bullish structure break to the upside. Okay, we could have taken a good buy trade from here, but it would be a very risky one, because price was already nearing to our Asia lows, and New York would potentially take those New York Asia low, right? No worries, we'll find many trade opportunities today, so we just need to have patience. And your market is again reacting from our high volume zone right here. If price reaches to this key level, which is our Fibonacci, our psychological level, then we would look for sell targeting Asia low, because this was an impulsive wave. This might be a typical kind of a pullback, and then again a downward push, so we want to capture that push. So our point of control, we are observing only selling, right? We are not currently seeing aggressive buyers. Okay, gold turns lower after weekly jobless claims fall. Market talk. And looks like dollar is a little bit stronger, and that's why we are seeing gold currently creating lower lows in the market. And I don't think market would continue higher, cause as you can see, uh, there are very less sellers liquidity above, right? Only here, which was 2.21. This was the institutional one, right? Cause they already received the news information, right? So this was the point where institution started selling in the market. So this was the dump, and this was the fundamental news, right? I think it would definitely create lower lows. It's gonna take Asia low, definitely. I want to look into that. So I could have take as I speak, I could have taken this trade, but this would be a very risky one. So I avoided it. No other trades in other forex pairs. Oh, look at euro against US dollar. Damn, look at this fundamental candle right here. Looks like US dollar is strong. Look at the volume, all those transactions happening. Damn, boy. Okay, we have existing home sales. Anish Roshan. Hey bro, your sound is low. Okay, let me try to fix that. Uh, hello, hello. Can you hear me properly, bro? Right now? Is it fine? Check, check. Okay, right now I'm looking to GBP USD. Yesterday market reacted from our demand zone, right? But it didn't hold much longer. Again from today, right? From London session, we again saw a dump in the market, invalidating this demand zone. Right now, bias for GBP USD is definitely short, right? We'll look for short rates. Go and Shuman. It looks like right now gold is respecting this key level. Whenever price reaches to this zone, we are seeing a bounce in the market, but it should not keep hold much longer. Can you explain what do you usually look at before entering a trade? Okay, before entering a trade or taking any trades, I usually check in higher time frame, and first I look into what market structure is currently telling me, right? If it's creating, if it's in an uptrend, if it's creating higher highs, then my bias is currently bullish, and I would definitely look for long setups rather going against the trend, right? And then I mark some critical key zones, right? And in this strategy, I usually um, mark this Fibonacci if this is an impulsive move, right? uh, Whenever market creates an impulsive move, the next we always expect a corrective pattern, right? A corrective pullback. Then suppose market give us a corrective pullback. This is the maximum point market would reach, and after this, whenever price reaches to this zone, we will always expect another impulsive move. If it goes beyond that, then we will say that yeah, it became invalid, then market would potentially rise higher. And also I look into volume indicator, showing who is in control of the market, either sellers or buyers. And before entering a trade, suppose I found my A plus setup, right? I want to quickly check in my volume indicator, and if I see that if I'm taking a long trade, market always want to take those sellers, right? If market goes up, right? So if I see that significant sellers volume, or you can say selling volumes are present above, so I would set my take profit according to it, right? If I'm seeing, yeah, there are a lot of sellers here, if price reaches to this zone, at least I would get a quick reaction, and I would target this I would keep my take profit according to the volume profile. So we are seeing a lot of selling pressure right here, right? Bro, just drop the entire strategy. Okay, looks like price is reaching to our key area. Let me just post this in our group. Almost there, almost there. Any moment. Okay. Market is tapped our filled our entry. I'm targeting this level again right here. And also in our 50 minutes time frame, we are seeing that price just swept this order block, this demand zone, and then markets started giving us a reaction. Wow, look at those candles. Again, we are seeing buyers stepping in. Let's wait patiently. Uncertain economic policy and hawkish geopolitical views by the US, in addition to challenges on the Fed by White House and signals of unsustainable deficit spending, drove foreign market to prefer holding coal. Looks like we are seeing a lot of selling pressure from above. And also market respected this key level, this 374.13. So our 1:2 would be 125 pips, 125 pips. I would take partial exactly at 1:1, which would be 63 pips right here. So let's see what plays out. Okay, we are seeing a lot of significant volume right here, sellers. Looks like market is respecting this zone beautifully. Okay, let's mark this 30 pip zone. Damn, we are seeing a lot of selling pressure right here. So look at this candle, so much volume, so much buying pressure right now. In 30 minutes, there is another fundamental news that's gonna be released. Looks like it's highly impactful. Yep, existing home sales. Today's fundamental news turned out to be all positive. So yeah, we are fundamentally bearish. So we are taking a trade accordingly. Beautiful. Market has done us 35 pips move. So let me just post that. 35 pips running. Oops. All right. sellers are still intact, and also we are seeing increased sellers volume. Like there is a constant fight between buyers and sellers right now. Beautiful reaction. Damn. Okay, 40 pips done. Perfect. Okay, 50 pips done. Beautiful. Oh man. What a reaction. Damn. 70 pips done. Alright. So you may look for partial. Let me just pause that. Look, take partial. 70. Secure half of your position just in case if market tries to reverse from this level. Instead of losing it all, just you can secure half of your profit. So we'll be getting another trade if today's New York session sweeps Asia low. So we're seeing a lot of selling pressure in the market. Okay, it's continuing lower. So market could potentially target those Asia buyers, those Asia low, right? And from market gave us a slight reaction. So this was all those buyers are trapped below, right? So market could potentially take them out. So which is a good sign for us. So I advise you guys to trail your SL, and if you want to take go all in, What you can do is that trail your stop loss by going into lower time frame like 1 minute and put your SL above the highs, right? Okay, so 80 pips done. Damn, market is falling hard, it seems. Good shit. Okay, 90 pips done. All right. All right, 100 pips done. Beautiful. What a trade. Damn. All right. TP hit. I'm out of the trade. So I entered exactly right here. I risked $50 and made 100 in this trade, targeting 1:2. Beautiful. 100 pips done. Out of the trade. Beautiful trade. Let's go. Yes, sir. $100 running. Beautiful. It's eventually gonna hit our take profit. GG's. Good trade. Almost about to hit our taper. Let's go. TP hit, everybody. TP hit. GG's. GG's. Great, great. Well done. Let's go. Okay, looks like market just swept our Asia low, right? Ooh, it's dumping hard. Let me just post that. So how much pip was that? We captured a move of 127 pips. Damn, boy. Damn, damn. GG's. Great trade, everybody. Now looks like market is gonna react from this support. Let's see if it sustains that. For that we need to see aggressive buyers too. Okay, our community is making very good profit. So one of our clients from our Nazrah trading floor, one of our traders made more, I guess $134, around $150. Let's go. Beautiful. So that's how Nazrah trades, everybody. Oof, we are seeing a lot of sellers volume above. Oh, it's dumping hard. So it also invalidated our support, looks like. Oh no, it's reacting from here. Let's see if it sustains that. And also we need to see strong buyers, aggressive buyers. We are seeing a lot of sellers selling volume right here, exactly 1.1. At least market should react from our technical level, definitely. But let's see. And previously market reacted from our demand zone, yesterday's New York session, late night NY, from this level. So market might again return to our demand zone. It might happen like that. GG's. Looks like market is trying to fill this imbalance liquidity, imbalance fair value cap. Okay, price swept our Asia low, but we did not saw any significant buyers stepping in, so we are just seeing continuation to the downside. Hmm. Whoa. Strong momentum to the upside. It seems great. So, so this movement I was not expecting, but let's see. Looks like market is gonna potentially target those sell side volume, and we are seeing a lot of buyers volume right here. Now we are seeing all those sellers are now turned into buyers. You can see there's buying pressure right here. All those buyers volume. Damn. So I think I'm gonna end the stream for today, right? So we gave a very good trade signal, and anyways now the volatility would be low. So see you guys in